Hello, and what do we have here? A dupe of the Morphe X James Charles palette. What do you want, bitch? My computer's being stupid, but I went ahead and I did one eye off camera, and I honestly really like this palette. And I swatched a few colors, not there, absolutely not there, not very pigmented, but then I used the Tarte Shape Tape concealer and primed my arm and swatched the exact same colors. So yes, this palette is good, but only with all that I know of the Tarte Shape Tape concealer. So let's try to recreate this the closest as we possibly could. I have a sleepover today with Brooklyn, so I'm trying to keep it subtle. Usually I would be using most of the bottom shades right here. So I'm going to start off by using my Tarte Shape Tape concealer in the shade Fair. Whatever concealer you have may probably work, but start off by dotting this all over my lid. See, I honestly don't really love this concealer. It's too dry for me, but I still do use it because it is very full coverage and a nice consistency. So I'm just tapping that into my lid. And you're probably going to need to be putting this on 1.5 speed because I'm talking very slowly right now and trying to concentrate. Like, it's creasing right there a little bit, like in my inner corners. But overall, this is a really good concealer, and I honestly really love it. Like I said, it is pretty dry for me, but I don't really care. But it doesn't get cakey. Like, how? I look so insane right now. But, so I'm gonna go grab my eyeshadow brushes. I will be right back. I literally only used all of these brushes. I got this one in the Urban Decay Naked 3 palette, I think. Yeah, that makes sense. But I'm trying to keep it subtle. Right here, I just use mascara. Usually I would pop on like a huge lash. But like, I really like the Lily lashes in the style Miami. That one's really good. Like, that isn't exactly huge, but I would usually pop on a bigger lash. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start off by getting into T. I'm calling them by James Charles's shade names because I don't know these ones. So get into that one, and again this one's called T. I'm gonna top off the excess. Look at how much fallout there is. I should have probably done my face first, or my eyes first, which I really do not love doing, but it helps to fall out. Start off by pushing this into the crease with my large fluffy brush that I got from the Urban Decay Naked 3 pot. I traded that with the actual palette for a Morphe palette, like 2 Morphe palettes, I think. That was the 35, no, 35O and 25A. And, wow. See how pigmented these are? I'm going to swatch this color on my non-primed side. I can't even see it. People ask me, why do I need to prime my eyelids? This is the reason. And it's also to help blendability later on. I really want to play with the crazy colors, but I have to be somewhere. So with my e.l.f. eyeshadow blending brush, I'm going to dip into Benny Right Above Spooky. Like that. And there's a kitty here. I'm kidding. No. I love my kitty. She's great. Her name's Ninja, by the way. To deepen up the crease, I'm just using Benny. I think I already said that. This color is insanely pigmented with the primer, Tarte Shape Tape. And obviously the Tarte Shape Tape is not my perfect shade. Kitty. I know you want to be in the video, but I'm busy. I'll let you be in the outro. Okay. So I'm just gonna blend this because I am doing a cut crease when it's not really a cut crease, obviously. So blend this out using very light ass motions. And there's that. Yeah. So if you can't afford $41 at Ulta or Sephora, this is a close second. It is by the brand Fantasy. You just need a concealer to prime. And then I think I'm going to do like a cut crease using my concealer. Just going to put a little dollop of that on my hand. I have a lot of stuff on my hands. Like yesterday somebody asked me if I got a bad tattoo. Because I was like working with crazy colors that day. But I should probably be looking in the mirror for this. Keep it down there. So automatically these shadows do transfer. And I'm just gonna tap that in. See why this isn't a cut crease. It's more like a second shadow. It's kind of like that, but I don't know. And I'm just gonna take Benny again, right there, on my big fluffy brush. So I went a little bit far into there, like, and with the cut crease, like it's supposed to be a half cut crease. And then just come on that. Then I'm gonna take, I think, a mixture of these two shades, Wig, and I'm not sure which one this is. this one and this one. So I really hope this works out. A little bit more of the wig. Is it weird that I know all the shade names? Mostly all the shade names, like I know all the ones in, like, down here, and those. I know this one's Face and Tune, ha ha ha, good one. Now I'm gonna take some of Tea and Benny mix to deepen up the crease yet again, because it got a little bit lost in the middle. A little bit more wig to make it more half-cut creasy. So that is the, oh, I still have to blend above, like, blend out my crease. Yes. So I'm just gonna clean off the brush and blend that out. Oh, I should have set the concealer with. And I'm just gonna go ahead and pop on some mascara off camera. Well, I would usually apply a lash, but what's that? Inner corner highlight. I totally forgot about that. I'm gonna take my highlighter shade, swirl it around. Okay, and now I forgot that on the other side too. And fully coat the brush. Wow. This is actually really good. So if you can't afford the $41 James Charles palette, this will be a close second. So it is basically the James Charles X Morphe palette. I feel like they just repanned it. Like, and I also decided to switch out my lip. They look a little wonky, but I finally learned how to overdraw them with this damn mole here. And I decided to do a small lip tutorial. I used the Revlon liquid lipstick in the shade, it doesn't say, but this shade. And I thought maybe I could just do like an ombre lip or something, which I usually do using the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. Again, I absolutely love this concealer. So I'm just gonna dot this in the middle of my lips and take some of it off because I do not want a lot on. So get it to the point where it's like that, and then dot it in the center of your lips, like so. Get it to the point where it looks like you were just in a porno. And just blend that out. Okay, so this is my fantasy fake James Charles palette review. It is actually pretty good. It's just $13.36 I think on Amazon, and where'd it go? Yeah, fantasy, you know. So this is all I have for you today, and see ya.